So a while back we got some Ratchet and Clank items, but they're not much to look at. You know, we probably just play about 1 or 2 games with them equipped, and then we go ahead and we put them away. We don't really play with them. Notice you can't even change the secondary color on the decal. I don't know about you, but when I play Rocket League, I like to look pretty good. I think it helps me think I play better or something. That's just me. So I told myself, you know what? I gotta make some Ratchet and Clank designs. And that's what we're doing today in our video. So make sure you stay tuned. Obviously guys, if you enjoy any of the designs, make sure you give the content a like and consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. Alright, let's get to our first design here. Here we go. Our lovable furry creature Ratchet. For some of you that haven't figured it out yet. So a lot of these designs would be for people that obviously played the game, and there'd be some people that may not have played the game, so they're not going to understand some of the designs. I will show you a picture before ahead of time, that way you kind of see the comparison. I'll kind of tell you what colors I'll be using as well. There you go, that's the primary, and then for our secondary I went with this color here. The black market is Chameleon. So Toro would have worked out too for this, but I thought Chameleon is just such a nicer looking design. By the way, well, YAMANE orange wheels here. These are all for Dominus because I am Dominus main, but obviously you could equip on a, on a Fennec, on an Octane as well. Boost, so I went with an orange standard. I've been rolling a lot with standard, and obviously I went with Clank balloon as a topper. And then nothing for antenna, glow explosion, orange dust cloud glow explosion, and then I just went with a laser wave rocket trail. Alright, let's move on to design number 2. Alright, going with Chameleon still. And this effect has that Clank is on a, on a dirt, obviously grassy planet. Is the impression I wanted to give with this design here. For some of y'all that aren't familiar with the game, they do travel a lot to different planets, and I wanted to give that impression. So this, I went with this for the primary, this color, a greenish, and then I went with this kind of orangey brownish color for the secondary. And then for the wheels, I went with YAMANE as well, but gray looking. And I chose gray so it can match Clank. Boost, gray boost, gray standard, topper obviously Clank, laser wave I believe for the dust cloud, gray for the glow explosion, and laser wave black. There you see it. Alright, let's go to design number 3. There's a certain section in the PS5 game where he's going through a portal. And I thought the Stormwatch would work out really good for that aspect. I went with a gray Dominus. These, obviously you don't need a painted Dominus. They look so much nicer with a painted Dominus though, not gonna lie. And so for this, I went with a purplish color, and I went with this gray. I match everything. Alright, Zamba, purple wheels. Zamba, I think goes really good with this because of the, it looks like it's going to a portal as well. If you look at Zambas, different colors. I went with a purple lightning. So for some of y'all have lightning, a boost. Obviously Ratchet balloon as a topper, shows the effect that he's going through the portal, or I think they call it like a spiral rift or something. I don't have a PS5, so I wouldn't know. And obviously you gotta go with a rift glow explosion. A purple one would look nicer, but I don't have a purple one, so I went with a titanium white one. And I went with classic rocket trail. Alright, there you go. That is design number 3. Let's go to design number 4. So on design number 4, I decided to go with the impression of Ratchet grabbing a golden bolt. For some of you that aren't familiar with the game, you have to collect these golden bolts. And honestly, this is my favorite design. It is so simple and it just looks so clean. It's just, but only fans of the game would understand this design here, okay? He has to grab these golden bolts. When with these wheels here, so these wheels are exclusive to people that played the game before free to play. And that's how you get them. Nice looking wheels. Boost, one with a lightning yellow boost. And for some of you not familiar with the game, he does have a lot of gadgets. And obviously a Ratchet balloon. But I think that is the most inexpensive design. I went with a Polypop for my Go Explosion. And went with classic. But just nice, simple design there. Golden Bolt. Some of y'all know who this bad boy is. The villain of the game. And this is also only certain people would understand this design. You know, he is purplish. He does have green eyes. HEATWAVE is the decal I went with. HEATWAVEs have actually dropped down in price. You can pick them up for like 600 credits, which is not too bad. So I decided to go with a HEATWAVE. These are the colors I use. Right here. And then I went with a darker purple. This is yet another favorite design for me for these series. Forest green reactors for the eyes. Boost. I just went with a yellow lightning boost. Okay, Ratchet balloon. Polypop. And I went with classic. Yeah, but alright, so for design number 5, I also went with the HEATWAVE, stuck with the HEATWAVE. For some of y'all that don't know who this is also a villain, but also a helper. Captain Cork. I actually like Captain Cork. He has a really good sense of humor, but I thought I'd feature a car with him. Notice the flash wheels, okay, the flash topper, as well the lightning topper. And this is the green I went with, and then this is the kind of blackish I went with. You could also go with a darker black too. I think that also fit him as well. But Captain Cork. Alright, wheels, let me show you. These are actually from you type in this DLC code, SHAZAM. I'm not sure if it still works, and you get these wheels from it. It was around when the movie came out. Boost, I just went with a lightning boost. A Ratchet topper, just to show that it's part of Ratchet and Clank. Let's see, lightning bolt topper. It's old school topper right here. I don't think you can get that to trading. Polypop, and then just classic. Nothing. I'm trying not to change too much on any of the other stuff there. All right, that is that design there. Let's go to the next one. One of my favorites, really. One of my favorites because it's a mechanical robot looking-ish decal with a Clank topper. This one you have to change some of the paints in order to get it. So I went with a gray dominus. Let's see, funny book is what I decided to go with. You could change some of the funny books. You know, even a pink one will look pretty good too. But I went with a funny book. So obviously this is supposed to resemble Clank. So I went with this blue here as a primary, and then I went with this grayish for the secondary. Whitish. Whitish might also look good too, just plain white. And diamond plate. I think these are all stocked dragon scale, and it makes it look like a really good design. I think Ratchet would also look really good on this topper. you know, so that way it's Clank and Ratchet. The wheels was the hard one to figure out which ones to go with. I just went with these because of the eyes, kind of match his eyes. Those are a little hard to get. Nuts and bolts. This is stock. Keep it simple. It's a rare. Boost. A lot of us might have that. Clank balloon topper, and really no changes. Gray dust cloud to resemble Clank, and we got the classic rocket trail. Alright, that is that design. We are going on to our next one, our last and final one actually. Obviously in the comments let me know what design you prefer, which one is the best one. Alright, this one's a little hard to know who this is. This is actually Skid, our boy Skid. From the most recent, no, I shouldn't say most recent, the PlayStation 4 Ratchet and Clank game, where you get stuck on a planet. It's actually my favorite, one of my favorites here. Alright, and I'll show you Force Green Dominus. See, even with a regular one, it still looks good, see? Not as good, but it still looks good. Interstellar, gray Interstellar. Interstellar would work out just fine as well. You don't need a painted one. This is the color I went with. I went with this orange for the primary, and then I went with this blue for the secondary to resemble the tie-dye. That is the purpose of that. Wheels, regular Zomba wheels, because of the different colors. You know, the red, the yellowish, the orange. We got our boost. Okay, I went with the Ratchet and Clank boost here. So that way some people may not know who this is. I went with this topper here to kind of match the Interstellar and the colors all together. Plus he looks kind of hippie-ish, you know. Dollar sign. He's all about money in the game. Polypop, dust cloud gray, classic. I just went with classic. There you go, guys. Those are all our designs for today. Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite. This one right here might be my favorite. Precaution, playing with the topper might bother some of us. It bothered me a little bit until I got used to it, so be aware of that. Obviously if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe, make sure you give the content a thumbs up, really helps the channel grow. But I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank y'all for watching. God bless you guys.